I'm going to talk about persistence. Persistence is very important quality if we want to achieve something in our lives that is worthwhile. So we might say sometimes, some of us might say, but Amanda, I don't have persistence. Well, I've got news for you. When you were, when we all were little children, we had persistence beyond incredible. Do you know that according to scientists, a child gets up from the ground over 900 times before he learns how to walk? Over 900 times. Do you realize what kind of persistence that is? Think about it. If we were starting to learn when we are adults, okay, after a few times we would go like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm not doing this again. We'll be all walking on our fours. But the good news, we were a child, we were children, and guess what happened? That persistent, that is natural to us, was already there. And we got up from the floor. We made one step, and we are on the floor. And then we look at our parents, and we are like, "Hey, look at me! I'm great! I make one step. I make one step." And then we get up again, right? And then we make another step, and we are getting up from again, and then another step more, and then two steps and three steps. And over 900 times of doing that, practice makes perfect. We all walk, right? You see, that's the whole point is that persistence, we already have it. It's not like it's gone. Nothing is ever gone. It's there. We are born with it. We are born with this incredible persistence. All we need to do is to be like little children, be like a child again. So here, this is the funny situation that I have in my office. I have a couple sitting on the other side of the desk from me in my office. And when I'm saying this to them, explaining this, what I'm explaining to you, the husband turns to the wife and he says, see, you always tell me like I'm a child. And he said, you always tell me grow up. But Amanda tells me I have to be like a child. You see, I was always right. Yes, we have to become like children. Have fun with everything. And the persistent comes in. I mean, how persistent a child is learning about this world, right? So now I'm going to tell you another hilarious story about me and my first husband. When we came to Australia, I was 28 at the time, and we couldn't speak English. We had very, very little money. I mean, like really, really little money. But we needed to open an account in a bank. Now, remember, few words maybe we had, basically no English. We could ask somebody, right, to help us who could speak our language to go to with us to the bank. But we decided we are going to open the bank by ourselves. It will be a huge achievement. Boy, was it a huge achievement. We are walking into the bank and we are approaching the person there at the counter, and we are trying to explain more like a sign language, okay, what we want to do. Well, this young man who was around the same age we were at the time, He looks at us trying to figure out what is that we want to do. So he asks us a question. We look at each other, my husband and I, my first husband and I. We don't understand the question. So we are just repeating things, trying to show in maybe different sign language what we want. Well, going back and forth, right? Him not understanding what we want, us not understanding what he asks us. He does this. This is a counter. He kneels in front of the counter and he put his head like this on the counter. And we stood like, wow! A poor bank employee trying to figure out what those two foreigners want from him. We burst out laughing, and he burst out laughing. But guess what? Slowly, bit by bit, he got it what we wanted. He showed us things. We walked out from the bank with open an account. How about that? Talking about persistence, right? Now, when I was healing myself, I had incurable disease of my nervous system. I had fibromyalgia. I had it for 6 years. I worked with the cane for 3 years. I was extremely, extremely sick. I was passing out from the pain, right? And when I'm healing myself, I'm just like, I wanted to be perfectly healthy. And as I'm applying all I put when I put how to access the formula, how to access our mind 100%. I'm applying this. And my dream to stop the sickness from progressing, it happened. I stopped getting worse because I was getting worse from a week to a week. And as now, I want to heal myself. You know what happened? Absolutely nothing for 7 months. How many people quit if nothing happened for 7 months? But I had only one option. And that option was to keep doing what I'm doing, And you know what happened? After those 7 months, I started to get better and better from a week to week. 2.5 months later, I healed myself completely. It took me 9.5 months to heal myself. But now it's been 16 years. I'm perfectly healthy. Look at this. Those are the shoes I'm wearing. If I stopped after those 7 months, would I be wearing shoes like that? Would I be living perfectly healthy, full of energy? Would that happen? I had to be persistent. But the point is how do we create this persistence? Guess what? I already told you. We are born with persistence. You see, everything you say, how do I do that? How I do that? You already have everything. You're equipped with everything to be extremely successful in every area of your life. You are already born being persistent. So what we need to do? We need to become like that little child. We need to become a child again. But do we really need to become a child, like a child again? You are that child wearing an adult costume. So how do we take that? By feeling love for ourselves, by seeing how amazing we are. That's the characteristic of a child. Child doesn't say, oh my God, I made only one step and I have to get up from the floor. The child says, look at me, I made the first step. Am I amazing? I am so amazing. And the child gets up, right? And then the child makes another step, only one step. And the child is back on the floor, right? And the child doesn't say, this is not working. The child says, guess what, Mom and Dad? I and make a step again, and then again, and then again. The 900 times is just again for the child. Now I make few steps. Now I can make 3 steps. Now I can make 10 steps. Do you see what I mean? A child has fun with walking. We adults have to take that quality of having fun with everything. That's how we become a child. We feel lots of love for ourselves. We see how perfect, how incredible we are. So if we have to do it and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, it's like Edison. How many times did he try to make the electricity work? How many times? But he was passionate about it. He said, I will just do it until it happens. How many times Carol Benz, who invented the first car, tried to make it work, and he would push it at night, back into the garage because it wasn't working. But he did that and because of that, we have cars. We don't have to walk 100 miles. We drive nice in air-conditioned, comfortable the 100 miles. Everything is like that. We need to have the passion of a child. So what it is again? Feeling love for ourselves and seeing how perfect, how amazing we are. And number 2, having fun with everything. I'm having fun making this video. So, feel lots of love. And then feel lots of love. And then feel lots of love. And then have more fun and keep going. And you will you will get the persistence that you already born with to the surface, and you'll accomplish things in your life beyond anything you ever thought was possible. So thank you for watching my videos. And if you want to have fun, easy, amazing, peaceful, extremely successful life, subscribe to my channel and have fun watching this video and have absolutely magical day.